Welcome back and ting and ting and ting. Mr. Giant back with another video for you all and ting. And I found this one here pretty interesting, little cultural thing from Bulgaria. You know, I've noticed a few people from Bulgaria have been watching my videos. So I'm gonna just check it out, check out what Bulgaria is like. I actually have a friend who I met in university here who is living in Bulgaria right now. He got married to a Bulgarian. He's from here in the States and he's living there. He's been living there for a while. I actually got to saw him. He came back for a visit last summer. I actually got to saw him then, you know what I mean? This one is called Demon Hunters of Bulgaria. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm excited to check this out, you know, see what the vibe is. Let's go ahead and YouTube and simmer and see what the vibe is going on. This is going to be interesting. Wow, every winter in the southwest of Bulgaria. Cool. Let's see this year.
Първият ми спомен е за ръка с баща ми. Вървиме по улицата надолу, където се събираме абсолютно всички кукери на 1 януари, но не знам коя година. Мерака за мен не може да се опише. Това е когато чуеш звънеца, музиката навън и гледаш хората облечени с костюми и в теб всичко да изтръпва и да настръхваш.
В самия мерак съм постигнал от баща ми чрез неговите неща, като куке. Моят първи спомен от кукерството е на 3 годинки и съм бил бял кукер.
So it's called a kuker. Okay, I hope I pronounced that right.
Баща ми, той на времето се правеше също. Той е голям мераклия. Ми плашеше ме, но като почнах да се правя кукер и вече нещата се оправиха, спрях да се плаша. И всеки човек, който няма мерак, не може да бъде кукер. И това по принцип си отвътре от сърцето. Мерака си идва от самото сърце на човека.
Жената, която ме вдъхновява, е моята майка. Тя е наистина голям човек. Колко и да е уморена от работа, тя винаги е съгласна да облече костюма. На кукерството ме научиха моите родители. Моят баща и моята майка.
Кукерата е една стария традиция, която остава от прадедите. И ритуалите са по принцип, че в самия кукер се събужда самата традиция от прадедите ни.
Обикаляме цялото село, къща по къща, за да донесем здраве и берекет.
Oh, well, that's cool.
Хората в селото.
I think that's the thing that amazes me about that part of the world. How the people they have maintained their traditional customs and stuff like that. And it may be in small doses, but it's still there, and people could still go and learn about it. And in some regions like Africa and stuff like that, you could still find things like that, you know what I mean? Or in the Native Americans here in the States, you could find like ancient traditions such as this being maintained and passed down from generation to generation. You know what I mean? And it's kind of cool that the younger generation wants to keep up with those traditions and all, want to remember those traditions and keep them going. And I sure hope they do that, you know what I mean? Because keeping things from the past going sort of gives you a sense of belonging, you know what I'm saying? You belong to something. Like on my island or a carnival where we have certain things like this, you know what I mean? Like the jabs and stuff like that, the evil spirits, warding off evil spirits and stuff like that. It still comes up in our festival, and we have a yearly festival called Carnival in August that does that, you know what I'm saying? So it's really cool that places keep up with it, and modernization haven't totally washed out traditions that are so interesting, you know what I'm saying?
Едно време, като се дрънкали звънците, това означавало, че има нещо добро в България. Кукирите вярват по принцип, че правят добро на хората и гонят злите духове. И самия звук на звънеца запазва традициите от дедите ми.
I've noticed something by watching these videos, that bells play an integral part in a lot of the traditions of places around the world. On the island, there's a traditional character called a short knee, and they have bells, and they ring the bells as they prance around. The bells aren't attached to them, but they have it in their hands, you know what I mean? And at certain other places, you see those bells. I wonder where those traditions came from with those. I'm not sure, but bell seems to be a very integral part of traditional episodes like this.
Чувствам се уникално, когато съм в кукерския костюм. Чувствам се просто невероятно, един щастлив човек. Да се продължат кукерските традиции е много важно, защото чрез тях гоним злите сили, показваме на другите хора, че има добро на този свят, работи.
See, a lot of ancient traditions are like superstitions and stuff like this, and they are rooted in not so happy things. You understand what I'm saying? But then there are those traditions that is rooted in bringing forth positive energy and bringing forth positivity in people and stuff like that. And we seem to have lost that in this modern world. We have become so technological that we're not in tune with our spiritual self, which when you're in tune with your spiritual self, it gives you the quest to understand other people. You understand what I'm saying and thing? Not so much so just understand your own traditions, but if you're thinking about other people, like she said, despite everything in the world, there's still good world. You know what I mean?
Гониме злите духове чрез музиката и чрез движенията на куките. Значи от дедите ми как си е останала традицията и сега си е запазена същата традиция. И почти няма никаква разлика. Те си остават с същата традиция и с същите желания.
моя баща. И като наследство сега е на мен. На движенията и на танците също така ме научи баща ми и чичо ми. Вдъхновяват ме моя баща и моя чичо, които правят всичко възможно. Аз, братовчетка ми, брат ми и всички останали от семейството да участваме в кукерски фестивали. Едно време кукери са били само мъже. Булка, младоженец, мечки, мечкар. Всичко цялата сурва е вървяла само от мъже. Но последните няколко години вече и жени се правят с кукери, с носи и дори старци. Когато съм изцяло облечена в кукерския ми костюм, повечето хора ме познават вече, но някои се възхищават на това, което виждат, не очакват да има жена под костюма. И след като сваля маската, много ми се възхищават, радват ми се много.
Замират последните години. Със съжаление. И то е едно от най-важните неща в живота, да го запазим. Много съм радостен и много съм щастлив, че запазваме самата традиция в семейството. И важно е, за да почитаме нашите деди и да запазим нашите си корени. За да може да остане тази традиция.
I don't know if this would make sense or not, but I've noticed the more the old traditions is getting washed away, the more inhumane we seem to become. The more out of touch we seem to become of what it is to be human. I don't know if it's because a lot of the old tradition has like a community feel to it, where the community got together to perform these rituals and festivals and stuff like that. Whereas now, you have these festivals and rituals and it's a money-making thing. And I'm not talking about in this instance here, because this seemed to be a family type honoring of the tradition. But in general, people use the old traditions to make a profit, more so than to teach people who they are, where they come from. And the more we go away from that, it seems, the less human we become.
Мен е важно да продължа кукерската традиция за напред. Винаги ще нося кукерството в душата си, дори в чужбина да съм, дори да съм далече от България, винаги ще бъде в мен.
Now, when you're far away from home, it's hard to teach the traditions of your children, especially if you're not close to the culture. Like my son doesn't know anything about the traditions of my country. He knows nothing. So that's lost, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of stopped with me.
Горда съм, че съм кукер, да. Спре тръпката в мен.
That was very interesting. That was very interesting. I sure hope people could keep their traditions alive. Not so much so in part so that they know where they come from and all of that, but in part to keep the humanity alive. We have gotten cold to each other increasingly, because nobody really know who they are or where they come from. And that's a sad thing, because if you don't know who you are, how are you going to know how to treat others and respect who they are? You know what I'm saying? But this was absolutely interesting. I enjoyed this. I'll be looking for other traditions, especially in that region there, to see if I could learn some stuff, you know what I mean? And also to bring it out to the world, you know what I mean? So that we could enjoy each other's traditions and cultures. If you enjoyed this video, please share, like and subscribe and thing, you know what I mean? And if you want to support the channel, just watch the commercials that come in there, you know what I mean? That way I could keep these videos coming out and thing to you, you know what I mean? But in the meantime, man, y'all take care of each other, alright? Cool runnings.